in terms of what you thought was the epitome?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, well, the helicopter scene was where I started, but also there's in particularly in that sequence, there's it's a staple of the old Shaw Brothers kung fu films of like the 1 against 100 fight.
You think you know Quentin Tarantino. You think of the 450 gallons of fake blood spilled in Kill Bill, the bullets, the absolute, unapologetic cinematic chaos. You see a man whose wildly violent visions have generated over $2 billion worldwide and captured 2 Academy Awards.
And the Oscar goes to Quentin Tarantino, Roger Ebert for Pulp Fiction.
But what if I told you his most lethal weapon is completely invisible, and the man known as Hollywood's most unhinged director?
But why are you so sure that there's no link between enjoying movie violence and enjoying real violence?
I'm going to tell you why I'm so sure. Do not ask me a question like that. I'm not biting. I refuse your question.
Why?
Because I refuse your question. I'm not your slave and you're not my master. You can't make me dance to your tune. I'm not a monkey.
Is actually a ruthless dictator who treats every script like a sacred text. This is the paradox of Quentin Tarantino.
Do they have to stick to the script, or do some of these guys try to ad-lib?
No. I'm paying them to say my dialogue. Make no mistake.
Does anyone ever get on and go, Quentin, I think we have to change these lines. It's not quite what my character would say. And you're like, get the fuck out of here.
To understand Tarantino, look at his scripts. Pulp Fiction is over 160 pages long, most of it pure dialogue. On paper, he claims to be nothing more than a stenographer.
The idea is the conversation catches fire amongst the characters. And then they take it and run with it. And then I'm almost like a court reporter, jotting it all down. And then usually whatever comes out.
Waste 5 minutes of screen time talking about pop culture, fast food, and absolute nonsense. It feels 100% improvised.
You know what they call a quarter pounder with cheese in Paris?
What do they call it?
They call it Royale with cheese.
Royale with cheese.
That's right.
But don't let this freedom fool you. Step onto his set, and that stenographer becomes a relentless dictator.
Actors aren't there to riff, they're there to say my dialogue. If their riffing is genius, I will take credit for it. Uma had a quote once that's really true. She said that when actors improvise, if they're not just adding ums and ahs, or they're not adding cuss words, that is called writing. And that is not what you hire an actor to do.
Actors do not improvise in a Tarantino film. Not a single word. To him, dialogue is a mathematical equation. It is sheet music.
So it's very different in that respect. Very similar in that we rehearsed it like a play, because it essentially is a play inside this whole film. So you have to remain engaged the whole time the camera's on. It's kind of great like that.
It has rhythm. It has a cadence. And if you are an A-list actor, you are strictly forbidden from hitting the wrong note.
Oh my God, this is awesome. And then I said to myself, nobody writes a script this good. There's no way that this script is as good as I thought. I just read, so they don't try to edit any of this stuff out. Just let this happen. This is gonna be a great film. It's gonna be kind of audience specific.
Facing a blank piece of paper to write this music is a psychological war.
I was very much like an amateur mad little writer. Like I mostly wrote at night, all night long, go to bed in the morning, go to a restaurant and order some shit and drink a lot of coffee and be there for 3 hours with all my shit laid out.
He literally describes the process as starting at the absolute bottom of Mount Everest every single time.
I always equated filmmaking with mountain climbing, and I've climbed my Everest, I've climbed my Kilimanjaro, I've climbed my Fuji.
The glory of his work is that it always starts from scratch.
The screenplays are just so easy for me. They're so easy. It doesn't mean I don't work hard, but whatever you're really, really good at, there's an ease factor to it. It just is natural. Whatever it is, whatever your strengths are, and you take that for granted. It's very easy.
If dialogue is his sheet music, violence is his physical instrument. He plays the audience like a master conductor, forcing you to laugh hysterically, then gasp, then recoil in absolute horror.
And part of what I'm trying to do is I'm playing the audience. I kind of feel my job is almost like a conductor, and the audience is my orchestra. And so I like the idea that they're laughing. Stop laughing. Stop laughing. Stop laughing. Laugh.
But when the media corners him, demanding moral accountability for the blood on his screens...
What's going on here?
How's it going, man? How are you?
What's going on here? What's going on here? What's going on here? Put that down. What's going on here? What are you doing? What are you doing? Can you not talk to me?
Just for the... What are you doing? Hey, don't do that. Don't do that again.
His response isn't an apology. It's pure, unapologetic defiance. I'm shutting your butt down. I'm not your slave, and you're not my master.
But why are you so sure that there's no link between enjoying movie violence and enjoying real violence?
I'm going to tell you why I'm so sure. Don't ask me a question like that. I'm not biting. I refuse your question.
Why?
Because I refuse your question. I'm not your slave and you're not my master.
He points to a bitter, undeniable truth for his critics. Japan has produced the bloodiest, most violently graphic cinema of the last 20 years. Yet statistically, it remains one of the safest, most enlightened societies on Earth. One does not equate the other. To Tarantino, movies don't create real-world psychopaths.
Oh, really? Okay, I'd like to see you walk down the street and get attacked by some kids who've just seen your movie.
But you saw, but see, Jan, you're all messed up because you're talking about real life.
Oh,
and
I
I'm
see.
talking
And kids
about
at
the
12,
movies. You gotta
kids
get
at
it
12.
straight. Now, if you want to talk about the movies, we'll talk about the movies.
Okay, and
If you
kids
want
at
to
12
talk about real
can
life,
tell
we'll
the
talk about real
difference.
life.
Kids at 12 can tell the difference. You tell their parents that, Quentin.
He is a cheerleader for violence in cinema, treating it not as a moral failing, but as an aesthetic art form.
I'm so unapologetic about it. I'm a cheerleader towards violence in cinema.
But this unyielding arrogance pushed him into the most dangerous crossfire of his entire career. Critics, led by director Spike Lee, accused him of crossing the ultimate line. Django Unchained alone used the N-word nearly 110 times.
I think for me, the only thing to say is it'd be disrespectful to my ancestors to see that film. And that's the only thing I'm going to say. I can't disrespect my ancestors.
Now it's been reported that it happened 109 times, so you broke your record from Jackie Brown. Congratulations.
But Tarantino fired back, claiming the absolute right of a writer, the freedom to tell the ugly truth of the era.
If somebody's gonna say you use the word nigga more than it was used in the antebellum South, I'm gonna say you're wrong.
Yeah.
I did not use it more, and I don't even think anyone can even say that with a straight.
Tarantino's black characters are almost always the smartest, the most dignified, and the ones holding the real power in the room. A true racist, Jackson argued, would never be capable of writing such magnificent, dominant black men.
I always tell people I don't understand why they can't look at his work and realize that every character he's ever given me has pretty much been the smartest character in the film, that has the most dignity and respect and kind of runs things and is not a fool of any sort and understands a whole lot about what's going on in life and in the world. And for him to write characters like that for me would be impossible for a racist to do.
An artistic bond built on brutal honesty. People have spent decades trying to decode the hidden meanings in his films. A curiosity that helped turn an $8 million budget into $213 million. What exactly is glowing inside the Pulp Fiction briefcase? Gold? Marcellus Wallace's soul? Where did Aldo Rain get that massive, unexplained rope burn around his neck? Audiences begged for answers. The internet is filled with thousands of theories. But here is the biggest plot twist of all. There is no official answer. He doesn't know either.
It would have put this, the scene would have taken a different tone if you knew what was in the case. The fact that you don't know, that you have to come up with it yourself, gives the scene a tone that I really liked.
He understands that human imagination is far more terrifying and beautiful than anything he could put on screen.
I like the fact that if 100 people see the film, 100 people have made just very minutely slightly 100 different little movies in their mind. It's not everything for everybody. It's a little open to the interpretation of the viewer.